welcome back to another video. Today we are gonna have a nice cozy day, cozy little reading vlog. I'm still not feeling great, I'm still in a lot of pain, so all I really want to do is just cozy up and read, because I feel like I haven't read in like 2 weeks now, just because I can't concentrate, just because I've been in pain. But I feel like today I just really want to read, so I'm going to try and struggle through. You may have noticed I have already changed my top within the last like 5 minutes of this video, because I spilt my new drink all over my top. I was pouring myself this new thing that my mum bought, which is like a mocha cold brew almond milk drink. So I thought that'd be a nice way to start my day, and as I opened it I spilt it all down my top, which is a very India thing to do. That top itself has actually had multiple stains on it, so it is currently sitting with loads of fairy liquid all over it to hopefully pull out that stain. So yes, I have changed, but now the plan is to just get nice and cozy, as I said, and read. The plan for today is to read The Girl from the Well by Rin Chupeco. This is one of 2 books that are left on my October TBR. The other one is Dracula, and I seriously doubt I'm going to get around to that and finish it by the end of this month, because we only have a few days to go. But at least if I could get this one done, that would be very, very nice. It is only like 250 pages, so I'm kind of hoping it can just be a one-day read, and I can just spend my day reading this, and that'll tick that off as being read for the month. But my brain isn't working too well at the moment for me to try and describe the premise of the book, so I'm just going to read the blurb instead. So, the dead do not always rest. Okiku knows anger and pain. They are what she last felt before her life was brutally taken from her more than 300 years ago. Now a restless spirit, she wanders, seeking out those who viciously take the lives of children. Okiku always gets her vengeance. She has no remorse for the wicked, until she meets 17-year-old Tark. And it's sold as part The Ring, part The Grudge and part The Exorcist, and it's supposed to be a fantastically creepy story. So I am really in the mood for this today. I am home alone because everyone's at work, so I hope I don't creep myself out too much stuck in this house alone in the middle of nowhere, but we'll see. At least if I speak to you guys I'll kind of feel like I have company. Yeah, so the plan is get cozy, maybe light a candle, get an ASMR room on, and just start this. Hi friends, so I have read just over 50 pages now. I'm on page 67 of The Girl from the Well, and oh my god, I am absolutely loving this. Like, I did not expect to love it this much, and I did not expect it to be like this at all. Like, I'm so hooked. It's amazing. Like, it's so beautifully written, like so lyrically written, and I know that it sort of uses like Japanese myth and legend, and I think that's very clear. I really like how that's being used, and there's like one part of it that I really recognise, I think, from a horror film. So in this, obviously Okiku like goes after people who have killed children, and in it, so far it's men, the children they have killed are like attached to them and they sit on their back. So there's like one guy who's got like 10 children all just like sitting on his back, and they're all strapped to him and they have to stay there, because as soon as he kills them they're like attached to him and just have to stay with him forever unless Okiku kills him. and that totally, I'm sure that's in a film. I think it's called, is it Shutter? Which is like a Japanese horror film as well, and I'm sure there's something about like a ghost or something being attached to the guy's back, and I can't remember it properly, so I'm gonna have to rewatch that film, but I'm sure there's something about that in it. So I'm assuming that's like a Japanese like horror legend or like ghost legend or something, which I'm really gonna have to read up on after reading this, but I don't want anything to sort of spoil the ideas in here just now. But yeah, it's so interesting. Like every page more sort of opens up, and you like, it's a page turner. Like I really want to know what's going to happen. But like I said, it's also really beautifully written, with some amazing ideas about sort of mental health and like the innocence of children and children's imagination versus are they actually seeing things that we can't, which I always think is a really interesting idea. As much as Okiku is obviously like killing people, and it says something, I'm sure I read something about how she's evil, but so far I don't think she's evil at all. I think she's amazing. I love her, and her existence is so sort of sad and horrible, and yet she still wants to help other people, and obviously there's vengeance involved in it, but what she's doing is a good thing in my opinion. But yeah, so far I'm absolutely loving this. It is, like I said, it's beautiful, it's quite gruesome as well, it is difficult to read, obviously with the ideas about sort of child murder and abuse, mental health, and just the whole spooky, very horror aspect. But I am absolutely loving it, and if it continues like this, I do think it's going to be a 5-star read. Okay, I'm back, and I'm now halfway through The Girl from the Well. I'm on page 127, so I believe I've just hit the halfway mark. It's about 250 pages altogether, and it is still so good. I can't stop. I've not put it down at all, apart from to update you guys. That's it. I can't put it down. I just need to know what's going to happen next. It's so good, still so beautifully written, still so intriguing. I think Rin Chupeco is very good at sort of just giving you enough information to keep you surprised and like interested, but also intrigued and need to read to find out more, if that makes sense. I always say my favourite type of horror is just a really good ghost story, and that's exactly what this is. Yes, it's gruesome in parts, and yes, it's difficult to read in parts, but a lot of the time that makes a good ghost story in my opinion. Yeah, I feel like, fingers crossed it continues this way, but I do feel like it's going to go down as one of my favourite horrors, and I feel like I'm going to have to go and order a load of Rin Chupeco and just read everything. But yeah, right now it is just approaching 1 o'clock, so I'm gonna make myself some lunch and chill with that for a while, and then hopefully race through the second half of this book. So I'm now up to page 200 of The Girl from the Well, which means I have less than 50 pages to go. Still absolutely loving this. I just think, as I said before, the writing is incredible and the story itself is just so good. Like, I just love a good, well developed, well explained, interesting ghost story. I live for that, and that's exactly what this is. It's not, like, obviously it's horror, it's a ghost story, it's gruesome, it's creepy, but it's not getting to me like other horrors would. I think it's just because it's such a good story. Like I really want to know what's happening. I'm loving all the like history and myth and legend involved in it. And as well as like a lot of Japanese culture in here as well, which is really interesting. So yeah, I feel like it's too good a story, it's too intriguing and interesting and like entertaining for it to be seriously scary. I feel like as a film or a TV program it would be terrifying to actually see Okiku doing what she does. But reading about it is just really interesting, and there's so much in here that I think is really poignant in terms of like morality and right and wrong, and really gets you to sort of, I don't know, question people within the book, question characters, question motives, and question yourself a bit as well. I mean, I feel like a lot of this, the morality is kind of in a grey area, and maybe from one person to the next someone might think that things in this book are not okay, whereas others might. I don't know, but I'm just finding it all very interesting, and I'm gonna sit down now and just fly through those last 50 pages. Okay, so I've officially finished The Girl from the Well, and I have given it 5 out of 5 stars. I was starting to waver a little bit, sort of coming towards the end-ish. I was sort of going towards 4 stars. Then the ending itself is just amazing. Absolutely loved it, couldn't fault it. Just like the last chapter, how everything was really like sealed off, I absolutely loved. And I have seen that there's a second one to this, but I don't know if I even want to read it because I kind of like it how it ended there and how it was just like a book in itself. I kind of wish it was just a standalone, so I don't really know if I am going to read the second one. I don't even know what it could be about. Yeah, I don't know. I might not go there. I might not. But yeah, I absolutely love this. Definitely going to go up there as one of my favourite horror novels. One of my favourite ghost stories. And another thing that I always think is really difficult with ghost stories is it's kind of like thrillers as well. Like a lot of writers will, same with films actually, like ghost story films, horror films, they start off really good and you really wonder where it's going to go, and then the ending is just so disappointing after like investing in the story. Whereas this one I just thought was like wrapped up so well, and obviously the author knew what they were going to do right, I'm assuming knew what they were going to do right from the start, so it all actually made sense. So yeah, 5 out of 5 stars, absolutely loved it. Actually I've had a very nice day despite being in pain, just cozying up, reading a very good book, and as I have said on Twitter, nothing makes me feel more accomplished than reading an entire book in one day or in one sitting. So I'm feeling quite good about myself right now. I feel like I've achieved something for the first time in a good couple of weeks. So that will conclude this reading vlog. As always, if you did enjoy this video, then do please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe for more content, comment down below with any of your thoughts and feelings, and I will see you in my next one.